Oh, of course I did that. Oh, man. I might not be able to get that with a magnet. Well, we're going to dig into Wounded Warrior today to see if we can figure out what happened. Like I showed you in the last video, it started, ran for a few seconds, sounded great, died, and then would not turn over and crank again, and it sounded really labored in its turning over. So, I guess we'll go ahead and take the plastics off. I can take my scope and look down in the cylinder to see if I can see anything. Probably not going to see anything, but that might be a good place to start anyway once the plastic's off before we go tearing into the head or anything. Which we're probably going to have to do anyway. Taking this thing apart so many times, I could probably do it blindfolded in my sleep. I'm going to take my good old Ames inspection scope here from Harbor Freight. I've got my big camera end on. And we're going to take a quick gander down in our cylinder. I'm going to have to move the piston down so I can see the whole thing. But man, guys, what I'm looking at here doesn't look bad. Let me switch to my smaller camera so I can move it around a little bit. I don't know how well the GoPro will pick this up. The camera on camera. But that right there looks fine. Let me take a quick look, because I can't quite get to seeing where my valves hit in case we dropped a valve and it hit the piston or something. Let me switch my small camera. That looks fine as far as I can tell. There's my exhaust, where my exhaust port is. I don't know, guys, this isn't really showing me much here. I mean, I can see my honing. I'm going to take the crankcase cover off and try moving this by hand a little bit up and down and see what happens. Alright, so this is actually turning nice and free by hand right now. I can see my valves working. Let's see if I can get the little viewport off here to look down in. See, oh yeah. I'm getting my wife on camera. I'm getting my wife on camera. She doesn't want to be. But with the help of my lovely mechanic assistant, I think I came to find out the problem is I actually have the timing 180 from top dead center. So it's actually not opening and closing the valves like it should. So hopefully I should just be able to actually adjust it so we're adjusted our timing for top dead center, not 180 from top dead center. And I think that's all she needs, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let's break into our cam chamber here and check our timing. Oh, that was tight. Well, that timing chain seems really loose. Wonder if there's something going on there with that. I don't think that should be that loose. Oh, of course I did that. Oh, man. I might not be able to get that with a magnet. No, I just have to make myself more work now. I gotta tear it all apart. Probably. I don't think there's any, well, that might fit in there if I take the gear off. Okay, what are the chances, guys? What are the chances I can go fishing and get that washer out of there? Oh boy. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Man. Well, I guess that's one way to turn what could have been a quick 5-minute job into a couple-hour job. Alright guys, well, we got to tear into her quite a bit here in order to get them washers out that I dropped. But I got them. They're right here off the cam chain, so we're good. Well, I went ahead and had this apart. I pulled my rings. I set them in here, checked my end gap clearance for my piston rings, and they're right on. So our piston size and ring size is right where it needs to be. And as you can see here now, we have this off. This is an 83.95 millimeter piston. So it's about 3 over stock, I think is how that works out. So as you can see here, I got the stator side cover all cleaned up here. I'm waiting for my gasket to come. I got everything cleaned up in here. Just waiting for that gasket. We can put everything back together. I did notice there was a chip out of here, and same in here in the bottom too. So I kind of leveled across here a little bit with the with some gasket sealer, and hopefully that'll be enough to keep it from leaking. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. Another thing I've noticed is that is busted. That is cracked where the bolts go in. I think it's actually broke out there a little on the back side too. You guys can't see that. So that tells me this has been worked on before, and whoever worked on it way over tightened them bolts. These little 8 millimeter bolts that hold these on don't need torqued down very heavy. They probably put them on with the impact and just went to town. That is a big no-no. That's what happens. You blow that out. So that probably explains why we're seeping oil, because we missed this bottom. We're missing this bottommost bolt now. We can't actually put it on very tight because there's nothing there for it to grab. So it is what it is. We'll just have to deal with it and put up with it. It's only a minor inconvenience. It's only a little minor drip, probably every dozen ride or so you'll have to check for the oil. It's not too bad. So once that gasket gets back here, we can throw this puppy back together, get our timing set the correct way and not 180 from top dead center like we did last time, and see if we go from there. Well, got my gasket. Let's throw this Warrior back together and see if we can't get her running. All right, moment of truth. Everything's back together. Fuel tank's back on, fuel's on. I think I got enough charge in my battery to give this a whirl. We'll see what happens. In neutral. There's always that fearful excitement. Let's see. Oh, my battery doesn't have enough juice. All right, I'm gonna have to plug my battery in. All right, this time I'm gonna turn the choke on. Choke was on. And we'll try it here, see if just having that gives me enough little extra juice. I have yet to purchase fire extinguishers for in the garage. We probably should do that for times like this.
Yeah.
Still got that issue with the something in the relay or wire shorts out, and I gotta.
already got a thump to it, doesn't it?
That's the exhaust.
No, is that the exhaust? Okay.
Yeah. I don't think. I know we have spark because I checked.
You know you have fuel.
But I don't know if the fuel's getting there. I got the fuel tank back in and turned on. The question is
it fuel pump?
It doesn't have a fuel pump, it's just gravity fed. Let me pull the spark plug real quick and see if it smells like fuel. See if we're getting fuel in there. Where is my? I just had it like not that long ago. Sitting right there on the floor. There's the top.
Your sweatshirt's getting really dirty.
Perma-dirt at this point. It's just dirty.
Like it's grease.
Continually.
Yeah, it never stops.
We're getting gas. You can smell it.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now that this is covered in gas, let's check for spark.
Fire extinguisher need?
That's in there. Great spark.
There's a little bunch of fluff out of there. Did you see that?
Out of the cylinder.
Oh, yeah. Must have been a bird on there.
No, it's puffing fuel.
But there was a feather or something flew out of it.
Feather?
Did you see it too, Tori?
I did kind of see
That's something. Yeah, I can hear that clicking back there. There's the wiring.
Is that for a brake light or something?
No, it's what kills this thing. You know how when I'm running, it'll randomly shut off unless I
Yeah.
hit the clutch? It's like the clutch switch or something. There's a loose wire.
You're not even touching anything and,
And
it's
it
still
does
clicking.
Yeah,
I can
there's
hear
a
it
short
clicking.
in it or something. I'll have to check that wiring out. That's why I haven't been able to ride this, because I had it running good, but it would just randomly want to die unless I hit the clutch. And that's why.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting out of here, guys.
Come on, girl! I tried. It didn't sound like it.
That sounded
Click, click, click.
that sounded
Something's-
like a bad thing, not a good thing.
Alright, let's do a compression test. 'Cause maybe I got a valve or something sticking open. It might not be closing the whole way.
You take the fuel tank off, huh?
Yeah, once I get it started. There we go. Just need to get started. I don't know what the specs are for this as far as what the compression should be, but we'll see if we get anything at all to begin with here.
Want me to hold something? Whoa!
We got compression!
We got compression.
Apparently! Sure made my wife jump. Good thing I didn't jump at all.
I don't.
I don't know if it was gonna.
Okay, we're on! We got good compression, I would say. Okay, we got compression. And we're up over 100 PSI, so we got great compression.
No, it's a dumb question because I know nothing. Do you check at other places or just one?
Just there. Just in the spark plug. If we're building compression, that means our valves are closing enough that when the piston comes up, it's compressing the air. So it's not a stuck valve or anything. So, we're getting fuel. We're getting air. We have compression.
You have spark.
We have spark. That should be all you need for this thing to fire.
Is it not getting enough fuel?
I don't know.
Because you can tell there's fuel there, but you don't know.
Well, it should still be enough to go
much?
pop, pop, pop. You know. I don't have any starter fluid. I do have starting fluid. Unhook the air box and shoot a little starter fluid into the carb and see what she does. All right, we're gonna give her a little starter fluid here and see if that'll get her going.
Oh.
It did. Oh, but now the fuel shut off. It's not getting fuel.
Yeah. That's what it seems like.
It's trying on the. Well, let me.
That was promising though. I mean, that's a good sign, I think.
Let me just spill some fuel all over the floor. So when it explodes, it's really dramatic.
Should I get Torin out of the upstairs? Whoa!
It might have just been maybe airlocked in the car appearance.
Oh, it's gonna go off the cardboard! Catch it!
That's all.
Catch it!
Now let's see now.
Is the line not connected into the...
No, it's connected.
Oh! Can I vent the door?
Turn it on.
There. No, it's not. It sounds really off.
Yeah, it's not running well.
Can't wait till you go back and look and see yourself jump whenever it starts.
Oh, did I jump?
I think you're about ready to run.
I'm about to take that 135 horsepower street bike motor and slap in this guy if this keeps up.
What if that motor does the same thing?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know the condition of it.
You've
No,
never
it's not
tried.
seized up, and it ran when the bike was wrecked, but it's been sitting for several years. I kind of want to put that in a go-kart frame anyway. Well, guys, I guess I have a decision to make here. It is running. That did not sound like it was running very well. So the question is, how much money do I want to sink into this guy? Should I spend the money to tear out the motor, do a complete rebuild? Should I just see what it would cost to find another motor on eBay, but have the chances of getting a motor that's in the same condition as this one, you know? Or should I just find a completely different motor altogether and swap into it? I even had the idea of taking the motor out of Zippy because the motor's rebuilt, it runs good, but the plastics are shot. Frame's okay, but the suspension on those aren't the best. So take Zippy's motor, the little 200 SX motor, put into this frame, but this might be a little bit too big of a motor or a body for that motor, I don't know.
I know, then you could turbo it.
Then we could could turbo it.
Turbo Zippy and put the motor in this.
Okay guys, so here's my options. I want you to comment below one. Should we take the time and money to rebuild the current motor that's in the Warrior? Should we find a different motor to transplant into the Warrior? Should we take Zippy's motor, put in the Warrior, see how it does, and if it needs more power, turbo Zippy's motor for in the Warrior? 4 options there, guys. Comment below what you think I should do. My wife's almost got me talked into turbo and Zippy and sticking in this guy. But anyway, I don't know what you guys think I should do, so comment below and let me know. So we didn't get very far on this in this video, but we got some thinking and some planning to do. I'll take your guys' thoughts into consideration, because what you guys want to see I'm probably going to do, because that's what helps my channel to grow, is you guys watching, which I thank you for watching and for all your support. You can check out all the links for all the different ways to support Appalachian mountain riders in my description below. But anyway guys, again, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. And until next time, God bless and keep on riding. Just not the Wounded Warrior yet.